What up, tubes? It's your boy Matt, back at it again with another King Cobra video. Got a drink combo for you today, tubes. You know, in honor of King Cobra, I figured his favorite thing to do is mix beverages. So we got the Mr. Brown cappuccino. We're gonna be mixing it with the Mr. Brown Blue Mountain Blend. I know it's about to get pretty wild up in here. If you're on your phone, don't forget to hit a screenshot real quick. Check out these two QR codes I got up here. One's to my website, one's to my Discord. You can go to your photos in your phone afterwards and access the links that way. Quick, we're not making fun of anybody here. We're simply having a good laugh at the way people do things, you know? We're not making fun of the way somebody looks, because heaven forbid that be you, you know? You can't always control the way you look, and you don't always know why people look the way they do. So you don't make fun of that, because generally it's not a choice. And if it is a choice, well then, all bets are off. Why did you do that? But, I digress, tubes. Do this real quick. We'll start with the Blue Mountain Blend. Thank you, Mr. Brown, for producing such a high-quality liquid. Always give it a shake. There we go. Real easy to open up. Takes seconds, no can opener needed. I spilled some on my chair, I think, but we'll get over it. We'll do like a half and half. It's not half because of the ice, but it will be half because of I said so. There we go, little cappuccino. Okay, well, there. Now we've got a coffee with two different coffees. Two different coffees in the coffee. Two different coffees in the coffee. It's good, tubes. I'd recommend it. I would recommend it. Oh, would you recommend it though? That's the question. You're not recommending it? She's not allowed to have coffee, so I really wouldn't take a recommendation anyway. It's important that everybody watching at home know how long it took me to scroll back to find this video. It took this man's probably longer than 37 minutes. Probably longer than the 37 minutes it's going to take to watch this thing. That's for sure. But I saw Cobra had, at some point, done us the decency of teaching us how to make hard-boiled eggs properly. So, like, I'm not gonna not watch that video. I would be doing everybody a disservice, right? Right? You know that thing? That thing that's just, you put the eggs in the hot water, and then you take them out before too long. Your eggs go in the hot water, and then you just, like, don't leave them in there for forever. That's how you make hard-boiled eggs. You gotta take them out before they pop. That's like the hardest part. Let's see how wrong I am. And already we're off to a great start because he's talking with a cigarette in his mouth. Clearly, the proper egg cooking technique is always to be talking with a cigarette hanging out of your mouth. I don't know if you've ever been to a diner before, but that's just every diner ever. There's always a cook back there with one cigarette hanging out of his mouth, and he's just bah, 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 and it's just doop, 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 doop. Always the classiest way to make eggs. Hell, put it out in the eggs, serve that. Eggs, then a cigarette. I didn't hear you coming up with anything funnier. So, I don't know if you've ever been to a diner and seen a cigarette not hanging out of the cook's mouth, but, like, if you ever do, you're in a bad place. Denny's? More like terrible. Sit back, relax, because we're all about to learn how to make hard-boiled eggs. Hard-boiled, too, not even soft. There's absolutely no skill to the hard-boiled, I don't think, right? You put it in cold water when you're done and they egg up? I don't know. I stopped recording.
What's good, YouTube? I got you on my camera phone here.
God.
What's good, YouTube? I got you on my camera phone here.
What's that runs up the wall behind him? Can we just take a moment? What's this? What is this right here? What I've lived in an apartment before, and I think I had something like this. I don't know what it is. I feel like this is a weird angle you don't get to see very often. Into like where his kitchen might be. I imagine his kitchen is in there, and he's probably got like this mantle might have like a cutout where you can see through the sink into the living room. And there's also this weird like flying buttress detail behind him. It's above the cabinet up on the roof. And I feel like this place would have been really cool, and he just really didn't take good care of it. Like, it seems like it's actually a pretty decent, like, small studio, one-bedroom bachelor apartment. These words, I don't know in your area what's called what, but around here, all of those words get kind of blended together and usually end up meaning the same thing because it looks like they might have had a door that fit between the kitchen and the bedroom. So maybe they're like, yeah, see, it's a one bedroom, because you can't see the sink from the toilet. You know what I'm saying?
And if you saw my last video was basically giving you all some advice when it comes to dealing with a cold.
Oh, hell yeah. Please lay that medical advice on me. I need it so bad. I want to know what Cobra does when he gets sick that isn't just live your life and deal with it. I want to know what Cobra does when he's feeling sick that isn't just drink it, just drink whatever.
These last couple of days I haven't gotten a cold, but my nose and my sinuses have been pretty stuffed up.
Yep, pretty cool.
My immune system seems to be doing a pretty good job of fighting off the cold here.
I'm not gonna say it. Dude's got a real strong immune system, and that's his own fault. You know what I'm saying? That's by design, maybe not on purpose, but happy accident as a result of, well, you know, eating stuff off the floor and whatnot.
Right now, my sinuses aren't too terribly plugged up, but that's because I've been blowing my nose as much as humanly possible.
Mouth sounds.
But anyways, Easter is coming up on April 16th.
Okay.
Which is maybe a couple weeks away. And because I was hungry for some boiled eggs anyway, I figured I would show you all on YouTube how to make hard-boiled eggs.
All right. Okay. Let's go.
Now, I'm not going to dye any of these eggs. All of these eggs that I boil are going to get eaten, obviously, but
These eggs are for eating. Nah, we're not coloring shit. We're not fucking doing that. I don't think it's like I don't think Cobra's been soured maybe to the holiday so much as he's just wanting to eat the eggs, kind of like a snake, I guess, like a cobra. He sees eggs, he must unhinge his jaw and take them all in at once. You know. That's how Of course, he's just gonna eat eggs. He's a snake. He's a snake guy.
With Easter right around the corner, it just seemed like an appropriate opportunity to make a cooking video and all that. Yeah.
I don't particularly care for where I just hit pause on, but here we are. I just also wanted to point out that in nowhere, shape, or form in this entire video does it at all mention Easter eggs, painting eggs, making Easter eggs, making eggs for Easter, or hell, just the Lord's eggs or something, holiday eggs. It doesn't. And what I'm trying to say is that he didn't properly take advantage of the holiday. I had no idea this was for Easter coming into it. I probably wouldn't have watched it if it was, to be honest. The last thing I want to watch is a holiday special. Not on that holiday. You could make eggs any time of the year, Cobra. And you know this. You know, like there's no season for eggs. They keep coming out of chickens all year round. Hold up, guys. Hold on. This is like for the thumbnail.
I gotta say though, YouTube, I
Really
like
smoking that cigarette
hard-boiled
to the end.
eggs. They're pretty good.
They're not. They're just eggs. Really gonna smoke that whole cigarette though.
And the cool thing about this recipe is it's so easy to make. It's an excellent source of protein. And it doesn't have to be Easter time for you to make hard-boiled eggs.
It seems like it does now. It kind of seems like it's totally an Easter thing. Look, I don't smoke, but I feel like you're not supposed to smoke cigarettes like that. I feel like you're supposed to throw it away at that point, and then somebody else picks it up and takes it apart and puts it together, and it becomes a brand new cigarette for somebody else. That's the circle of cigarettes, the cigarette of life. I think he's smoking filter at this point. If it tastes like burning foam, I think you've hit filter.
Yeah, there's that Rasta staff that I'm working on.
You're not allowed to do
Rasta
that, right?
staff needs like 3 to 4 more things before it's done.
I don't want to know what those 3 to 4 things are, because I'll tell you what, they're probably, at the end of the day, a little racist for a white guy to be putting together. I know Cobra means well. I know he always means well. I don't think this guy's got a mean bone in his body. I don't think he could potentially be rude and mean it, but I don't think white guys are supposed to be making Rasta stuff. I think we all agreed on that, didn't we?
But we're gonna venture into my kitchen real quick.
I'm really excited
we're gonna
to see more of his
hard-boil
apartment.
some eggs.
Let's see
Show
more.
you how this is done. Are you ready?
Why does he look like he's already fallen apart? Oh. There's just not a good time to hit pause, is there? Oh, here we go. Oh my god.
Well,
Oh my god. Whoa. Whoa. What's this pipe? What is this pipe that runs through the ceiling? Please tell me that that is not to the upstairs toilet. That's not the upstairs person's toilet pipe, is it? Running directly above where you're eating? That's gotta be troubling, right? You're just sitting there trying to enjoy your meal, and then you hear somebody's shit rush above your head. And like, you know what's happening because you can hear the water, and you know what that pipe is for. Look at that ceiling. That's gruff. That ceiling is multiple colors, and I'm really hoping that it's because of the camera's pixels and not the constant exhaust fumes that this man creates by smoking God knows what, pipe tobaccos and whatnot.
Well, we got the stove right here.
Good stove.
And
Woo, that ceiling is falling apart.
Put the camera down here.
What is?
We'll take the pot
this
that
wall?
we're gonna boil our eggs in.
Should there not? There should be cupboards. Surely there should be cupboards. This man doesn't have cupboards. Where are the cupboards? What kind of kitchen doesn't have a wall of cupboards? Where are we?
Walk over to the sink.
The sink's over there? Oh, man. Look at that. What? It's like they painted over concrete. Look at the walls. This is bizarre. There's like... What? It's like what do you call it? I forget what you call that. It's whatever it is. It's in public schools. It shouldn't be in kitchens, especially like above a stove. You would think that whatever tiles were above the stove would be a darker shade of whatever color this is. Anyway, tile ceilings. I don't know. Is that what they're called? Tile ceilings. I think You push them up and you hide stuff up there. Like, all right, if I lived here, it would take me seconds before I had all these tile ceilings off looking for treasure. Like, that's where I'd be hiding it, would be right up there. I like this. Oh. What was the point of trying to cover your cough? You didn't even try. He might as well have brought this arm up and just went, you brought it up to here, but you still coughed over it. He's coughing into his shoulder. Why? What's the point? What's the point of even bringing your arm up? You're not catching anything. You're not doing anybody a favor. There's not even anybody here. Why would you even have the thought to do that? If you did that in public, people would just be mad. They'd be mad that you did half the effort and then didn't bother to complete the entire motion. That's the whole thing. Like, you gotta... If you're gonna vampire cough, you vampire cough. What kind of vampire brings its cape halfway up? It's like, yeah, guess what? Vampire. Fucking Dracula ass coughing out the side of his mouth. I need an instant replay. Can we please get a slow motion replay? Is that possible? What? Oh, here we go. What the it's like it's like he wanted an excuse to, like, flex and show off his muscle, but also, like, he still did have to cough, and he did more work with his mouth to cover his cough than he did his muscle. That was all in service of, like, flexing for the 3 ladies who need to know how to make hard-boiled eggs. The 3 ladies who have been like, I am not quite sure how you hard-boil an egg. Like, I know there's water involved, but let's check this out. Mm-hmm.
And let's go ahead and turn on the light so you can see what we're doing here. Oh, I can see what I'm doing without the light on, but for the camera's sake...
Shed more light on that, yeah. Certain there was a floaty.
Now, what I'm going to do now is turn the stove on. To high. And we'll dump just a little bit of this water out. Just a little bit. Okay, there we go.
What a weird kitchen area.
Now we're going to walk over to...
This is...
the fridge.
Wild to see. It's weird.
Real quick here.
There's so many different kinds of lighting in his apartment. He's got like the chandelier thing in the living room. He's got literally, is this like an old public school that they turned into a house? Is this what this is? Because you've got, like, the public school ceiling with the public school lights. They just build walls. What is that? That's so weird.
We'll take our cage-free eggs.
Thank
1
God.
dozen gray AA large eggs.
Those eggs taste so much better when you know those chickens really got a chance to run. Tastes so much better when you give those chickens just a taste of freedom. They shit out so much better eggs when they've had a chance to stretch their legs. That's the rhyme. They shit better eggs when they've had a chance to stretch their legs. Free-range chickens. I don't know why I don't work in marketing. What is this pipe? Why are there just pipes? This guy lives in Freddy Krueger's boiler room of nightmares. Why are there so many pipes running crisscross all throughout his apartment? I would have so many concerns you showing me this place. Well, what are the pipes? Do they rattle at night? Is the boogeyman coming to get me? This pipe just seems to abruptly end. So is that meant to be for, like, towels? There's no way you would put your towels right next to your stove like that. Do these people have insurance? I feel like this is a scam. This is a big ol' insurance scam is what we're dealing with here. And furthermore, why didn't he have any of this set up beforehand? He knew he was going to make the video. He could have had the water preheated so that it doesn't take a real amount of time to boil here. Because you know he's not going to edit this. He hasn't edited a lick of this yet. I can't wait to literally watch water boil. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. There should be a fire detector here, huh? There should probably be like a fire detector here. And not just like what looks to be the ring where one was once removed. You know what I'm saying? It was there. It's probably in a closet somewhere because it goes off all the goddamn time because of the fires. But I digress, tubes. And another pipe. Another pipe. There is absolutely no fire detector there. There's like the plastic disc to which you would hook it onto, and that itself is just dangling off the wall, it seems. Yeah? Are we in agreement? I think we might be. I don't care if you're not, to be honest. Spent the first 5 minutes of the video talking about how he had a cold. The next half of the video is just filmed right up his nose. Cannot wait. What are the odds a booger's gonna fall out? What are we taking? Are we taking booger bets? Booger bets, anybody? Booger bets?
Well, when you get eggs, you gotta watch out for stuff like this right here. See how that's cracked? Yeah, careful.
No, I don't see anything
and
other than the stains.
We're gonna set the egg in there just like that.
11:49 a.m. or p.m. a.m. or p.m. guys. What are we betting? I'm guessing p.m. because when else are you making hard-boiled eggs? Midnight. Stains on the wall.
And repeat the process until all your eggs are in there.
Put the pan in the sink, man. That pan's done. You're not using that pan anymore. Put it in the ground. Put it in the earth. Give it back to the world. He's just putting eggs in water, huh? Laborious. The labor of putting eggs in water. Listen to him. Oh, all the eggs, too. We're not saving any.
This is how you boil eggs, people. Real easy. This is a great way to
is that the one egg? That one egg wasn't good enough. And he told us what to watch out for by saying that it had happened, but he didn't tell us what to watch out for by showing us what had happened. I'm guessing the egg is cracked. But it's cool. We got to watch the stains on the wall while he discovered that cracked egg. Well, like we didn't think that was already there. Look at this. Look at the pan. Oh my God, this pan. This pan is not a round pan anymore. What happened to your pan? What did you do to the pan?
Protein.
Jesus.
Okay.
Just jam the eggs in there. There's your fucking eggs, water.
This one's a little cracked on the top, so we're going to be very careful sticking this one in here.
No! 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 No!
Okay, we'll set the broken one right there, just like that.
No! That's bad. How long has that egg been cracked for? You don't know. All I'm saying is, like, one egg out of 12 ain't bad. Throw it out. There's no need to cook the broken egg. All you're going to get out of that is sick. I imagine. It's been exposed to the air. The innards have just been out in the open, basically. Don't eat the broken egg.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Just in case we got more garbage to throw out.
All you gotta do is
crush it down.
Give it a couple minutes here.
A couple minutes. You already put the eggs in. I can see bubbles happening where he put the broken egg in. Water's in that egg. That egg is now full of water. Great. You could have wiped the stove, man. You knew you were making a video. You could have wiped the stove down. You could have filled the water up and you could have wiped the stove down. Come on. You knew you were making a video. It's all I'm going to say.
Well, what you're going to do is just let them sit there until they're nice and hard-boiled.
What's the next 30
While waiting
minutes
for
of this
those
video?
to boil up, I got a little bit of dishes to do, so...
No. Really?
Go ahead and set the camera down here.
Oh,
Oop,
boy.
Come on. There we go. Alright.
You could have had... Alright. Okay. It's not my video.
Right.
What am I doing? Who am I to talk? It ain't
So
my
I'm gonna
video.
do some dishes here while the eggs boil up real quickly.
Edit it out.
Turn on that hot water. Grab my dish rag.
Well, let's see how clean things really get around here. Where's he putting that dish soap? That's a lot of dish soap, man. Aren't you just supposed to use a little bit of that? What? Is he doing this because, like, he thinks that we don't think that he cleans things? That's a lot of dish soap. That's gonna be a foam.
Got my greasy hamburger spatula. That definitely needed cleaned.
Sure did. What's next? How about that pan that you left on the stove? It's not boiled yet. Don't worry.
You know, YouTube, my homeboy Scotty has tried to set me up with chicks in the past.
Oh,
And every time he tries to set me up with a girlfriend, they'll back out at the last minute.
Oh no.
Or they'll be like, ew, gross, you know, because they don't even know me.
Cobra, no. Buddy.
Well, there was this one girl that my homeboy Scotty was trying to set me up with. This girl named Bailey that he went to high school with.
Oh, this is not good.
And by all accounts, Bailey's...
Guys, I need you to listen to the story he's about to tell. And just, like, have some common sense about it, you know? From the outside looking in, he's getting played. And, like, I understand, like, oh my god, you're so lonely that, like, even just, like, the thought, the idea of a girl being into you, like, that's great.
This girl named Bailey that he went to high school with. And by all accounts, Bailey seemed like the kind of girl that would click really well with me.
First red flag. You're a very specific gentleman, and this girl, oh, you guys are one and the same. Red flag number one. He's a very specific man. He's very open with his very, like, specific wants in a girlfriend. So it's not hard for his friend Scotty to be like, oh, okay, I'll just lie to you about all these things that you want. To get his hopes up, you know? This is... What happened to the eggs? I thought we were here for eggs.
But every time me and Bailey tried to make plans to meet up, something always came up that prevented us from meeting, so to speak.
Bro. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. It's suspicious, you know? It's not like this person is in contact with him. If it were anybody else, you would be so suspicious under all these circumstances. I don't know how he doesn't pick up on it. I guess it's just the excitement of, like, a girl possibly potentially being interested in coming over and looking through his cabinets that aren't on the wall for some reason. I don't understand what we're looking at.
And by all accounts, Bailey seemed like the kind of girl that would click really well with me, you know? But every time me and Bailey tried to make plans to meet up, something always came up that prevented us from meeting, so to speak. And every time we tried to make plans to hang out with somebody, something always came up, you know? Eventually you'd be like, maybe it wasn't meant to happen.
Oh my god.
Well, that didn't stop YouTube from making fun of me for it. YouTube. What do I mean by this?
We're just trying to help.
Well, some of you should know that the girl Bailey that Scotty was trying to set me up with, she doesn't do social media.
Of course not.
Okay.
Of course not.
She doesn't.
She doesn't have a phone number. She only has a fax machine.
Scotty told me
What did he
that
tell you?
Bailey told him.
Oh, yeah.
Bailey seems to think that social media is poison.
Why wouldn't she tell that directly to you, though? Why does she have to say that to Scotty? And why doesn't Scotty just tell you that to begin with? Why doesn't Scotty put you in contact with her if he's got contact with her, you know?
You know. And to some extent, she's right, you know. Being on social media isn't necessarily a bad thing, but there are going to be people out there who see you as an easy target.
Your friend Scotty is the one who sees you as an easy target right now.
Okay, hold on a second.
Let's check up on these eggs. Let's get back to the
now
eggs.
You see this right here? Let's turn the stove down
all
the way up down to a 4.
There's floaties.
Okay, then
all right. There is a scum atop the water. Let's pretend that that's egg scum, because he did put a cracked egg in there, and this is what happens. The egg leaks out. The egg isn't going to stay contained within the egg because it's open, and water has rushed in because you submerged it. Now you got an egg scum. And that's got to be what it is, because that pan was, he took it out of the sink. It had to be clean, right? You know, it looked dirty, but look at, and then there's like oil bubbles on top with the egg scum. I really hope this pot had better not have been pre-seasoned with, I don't even know. What do you cook in a pot that comes clean like that?
The reason why I did that is because the water is starting to boil. And we don't need to spoon over the top here.
Skim the scum off of it, buddy.
So I turned the stove down to a 4.
I'm actually
while the
surprised.
Eggs continue to boil here.
I'm surprised. I honestly expected him to have to like run over to his stove and take the pot off because it's boiling over, and we were gonna hear that like psst. But I guess Cobra's a little better at cooking than I am. Is it really cooking if you don't coat the burner in a little bit of water? Come on. He's not gonna wash the pan.
Excuse me.
Oh, you're excused, buddy.
I'll let those eggs boil over a little bit longer.
You're not even timing them, are you? You're not even timing them. You gotta time the eggs,
finish my
or they
dishes in
will
the sink
explode.
here.
Guys, you gotta time the eggs. You gotta get an egg timer. That's
I don't
what
like
it's for.
doing dishes, YouTube, but someone's gotta do them.
Is he doing? I think he's just rubbing a cloth on him. I don't see any soap. I'm being very judgmental, I know. But this is the way I feel. He unloaded half the bottle into that sink. How come it's not foamy water? What's happening?
We'll check on the... I got the eggs boiling behind me here, so I can watch them while I do my dishes here.
Multitasker.
My fucking dream house is gonna have a dishwasher in it, I swear. And a sink. And a stove with an oven. And a circular hibachi grill in the middle of...
You know, when I have a house, it's going to have appliances. Don't even question it. I will be allowed to have the appliances. They're going to let me have them. A stove, a sink. I'll be allowed. Seems like very much like, don't even question it. I'll have a real person's stove. It won't be Fisher-Price.
And it may look like a lot of dishes in my sink, but when you get down to it, there really isn't that much.
So why didn't you do them? You know? Why didn't you do them?
Get in there with some hot water and some soap and get it done.
Yeah, I guess you needed something to do while the eggs boiled at
YouTube, nobody likes
unmonitored
doing
amount of
chores.
time.
There are a select few that like doing them. That's because those people are weird. And I guarantee you, if you're jamming out to your favorite artists, then it'll seem less like a chore. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just something I do sometimes when I do chores around my apartment. I'll listen to music while I work.
Pro tip. Wow. I thought this was a cooking
Now,
video.
if you recognize this spatula right here,
That's a
this is
spoon.
going to be the spatula we use to
spoon.
scoop out the hard-boiled eggs
It's a spoon.
into a
spoon.
bowl to
It's a
cool
spoon.
off.
It's a spoon. It's a spoon. It's a spoon. To be honest, it's a ladle. It's a ladle. It's technically a ladle, I think, right? It's got the holes in the bottom. Is that a ladle?
Alright.
I'm expecting to see like a lot of grocery store reusable Slurpee cups, and I'm seeing a severe lack of it. Very surprising. I picture him to like take those home and like wash them out. It's got World of Warcraft on it. It's good.
Now, watching me do dishes probably isn't very entertaining, YouTube. But
It's
I
not.
gotta do something while I let those eggs boil because
Stop
I
recording.
can't just stand here and bullshit with you on camera. Only I could stand here and bullshit with you on camera, but not while all these dishes need to be done.
Yeah, that would certainly be different from any other day, huh? You're yo-yoing that snot, and I can hear it. He keeps like snorting. Just blow your nose. Blow it.
How the Megs looking? They're looking like they're doing their thing. All right.
You can't tell by looking at them because they're eggs. I think he's waiting for them to pop, to like explode out of the shell.
I'm still a little bit stuffed up.
Yeah. There we go. I can hear that, buddy.
But it's not nearly as bad as it was these last couple of days. You know? Fucking someone calls me in for a job interview, and I say I can't come in because I'm fucking sick. Fuck that noise. Straight up, fuck that noise. And I think subconsciously my body realizes this too, so it's like...
Yeah, that's right.
My immune system's been working pretty good lately.
That's right. That's how that works. When you need a job, your immune system kicks it into full gear so that you can be healthy while you're searching for a job. It's that animal instinct we have, all of us, inside of us, to when we need a job, that we become the most healthiest. The healthiest you've ever been is when you don't have a job. That's for sure.
I'm not shitting you, YouTube. Making hard-boiled eggs is literally one of the easiest recipes out there to make.
Is it even a recipe? You're not adding anything or mixing anything. I don't think it's a recipe. It's just instructions. Put egg in water. Walk away. Come back. Have egg. You know? I think he's just rinsing these dishes off. I don't see where's the soap? It's just water. It's cold water, probably. I don't see steam or anything. Oh, boy. What's he eating that requires that many dishes? Okay, I see steam. We're good. It's hot water, at least. At least it's hot water. I feel like he's washed this plate twice already. Am I having a stroke? He's really just doing the dishes. He's done interacting with the camera. He's down to business. He's in the zone. It's the heat of the moment, people. We're gonna get all these dishes clean. Look at that, whatever that is dangling off that dish. Right by his hand. What is that, a booger? Is that eggs? Just more eggs? Oh, here we go. The second half of the dish soap bottle here. That's so much. So, I feel like he's probably... It sounds as though he's got the sink open, and he's just like letting water run and just dumping dish soap onto his dishes as the water's rinsing it off. I think that's the technique that he's using, and that's the technique that Ray William Johnson uses. I've seen him do it. And if it's good enough for Ray William Johnson and it's good enough for Cobra, I guess it's good enough for everybody else. I'm just saying things so that I'm not just sitting here watching this adult scrub little food bits off of a plate. But it is neat that he's doing the see-through one so that at least you get to see the muck as he's wiping from this angle. Pretty cool. He's really putting a lot of effort into this. I don't know why he doesn't have like a scrubby sponge and he's just like wiping it off with the same cloth that he's, like, using to rinse them as well. And, like, I don't see anything there, buddy. I think you're good. You're probably good. Are you like, there's nothing there. Are you just doing that for show? Just eating up time while we wait for these eggs? I can't believe that this is still going on, to be honest with you. We've been watching this for at least 10 minutes. It feels like an eternity has gone by, and he's still on the same dish. And you can see through the dish to see that there's nothing on it. How much effort are we putting into cleaning this clean dish? Oh, he's scraping off food bits with his fingernail, you can tell. That's exactly what's happening there. And, oh my god. Look, I'm just gonna start ripping into everything, because he's not saying nothing. Why are you leaving your rings on? Your rings are probably disgusting. And it's not because, like, you don't wash your hands, but, like, those rings go everywhere with you, man. Pop them off. And I don't know if he's left-handed or right-handed, but he's got rings on both. And you know that he uses at least one of those hands to wipe his ass. If he's not taking the rings off to do this, he's not taking the rings off to do that. And, well, I don't have to explain to you the trappings of poo. Sorry, I thought something was about to happen, but nothing. Nothing's happening. Yep. Yep. It may look like there's not a lot of dishes, but you're wrong. He just has them all off camera and is just pulling them out of the magic bag of holding, apparently. Where did that pot come from? Has that pot been in there the whole time? Does he do... He must do dishes once a week, I think. He probably does this once a week. And I don't know... He's probably doing them now because he figured that, like, hey, I probably showed the dirty dishes already on film. What is that? What is that? I had to go for a walk. I'm sorry. What is that? Hanging out of his nose. Turn away and wipe it off. The second you feel that happening, look, if we're not going to edit the video, if we're going to make the video while we're sick and we're not going to edit it, this is going to happen. This happens, all right? This happens. But it is up to you to know when it's happening and to do one of those. If you didn't see, I did one of these, and then I did one of these, where you just Spider-Man it onto the floor, deal with it later. Don't let it hang out of your nose like you are indeed a toddler, because holy Jesus Christ, the rope is gonna touch the earth one day. It's gonna be a long one, and whatever you're doing is gonna be covered in slime. I don't want one, but I feel like a slow motion replay is needed for everybody who missed. Cause like it wasn't like that, and then all of a sudden it was. That is so much for one sink. You're supposed to put, like, a squirt. I don't know if he's just, like, measuring with his heart. There it is. There it is. Whatever he's doing here is obviously getting him worked up. Because, wait for it. And the reveal. There it is. Can we, don't. What is he gonna do? When does he deal with it? He's just letting it hang there. Come on! It's gonna drip in the dishes. I won't lie. I'm a little on edge to see what he does with that. Where's that ending up?
Alright, hold on a second, YouTube.
Oh, thank God. He's dealing with it. He let that bat hang out of the cave for far too long. But all right, he's off camera dealing with it. I'll give points right there. He stopped what he was doing. I hope he's going to wipe his nose. He might not be. I might be giving him a lot of credit where it's not. That sounds like he's blowing his nose. Yep. Make sure you come back in the kitchen to show us what you're doing.
Oh, man.
Yeah, look at it, too. Make sure you really look at your boogers. Yeah. Hey. I think that water looks disgusting. From what I can see, what? I don't know, YouTube. What do you think? Let me just not show you what I'm trying to show you.
What do you think?
I don't know. I can't see what you're trying to show us, man.
You think you're done?
Looks like that pan's done. That pan's been done. It's seen war. That pan looks like it's been on a farm for many years.
YouTube, what do you think?
I think show us the eggs. Show us the eggs so we can make a judgment, my friend. That's a filthy burner.
About ready to be scooped out.
I don't know. Again, you can't tell by looking. Oh, why is there like a gelatinous slime he's got to wipe off that first? Under the layer of goop. You're just... That pan. Look at that pan. Look at that pan.
Yeah, I think these are done.
Put that... the pan is done.
Turn the stove off.
That pan is cooked
now
everything.
We're going to need something to put these on.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
I need something to put these on.
You just did all your dishes, my friend. You literally just did all your dishes.
Okay, well, what we can do is we can put all the hard-boiled eggs on this freshly cleaned plate.
Okay. All right. It sounded like he was going to put them on something else. Like, oh, we could put them all on this plastic bag here. We could put all the eggs on these newspapers I've been saving. Like, it didn't seem like that's where it was going.
We carefully take our hot water and dump it.
Okay, all right. Okay. I just would have scooped the eggs out myself, but that's cool. I'll see how that cracked one's doing.
Okay.
We didn't measure time for a minute here to see
what we're gonna
how
do
long
is
they
I'll
were
set
in there
the
for.
Camera down right here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Cough it up. Look at that wall. What is that? What do you call that?
Now to...
It's like it's...
Yeah, let's go like that.
Why does his wall look like a poorly frosted cake? Is anybody else getting that? Just looks like a cupcake that didn't get the love it needed.
This instead.
Okay, one.
Yeah, they're hard.
They're eggs. That doesn't mean anything. They're always hard. They were hard when... Jesus.
You could use a spatula for this.
It's a ladle. We've been over this.
But those first two might have difficulty getting out. So, you know.
Wow.
Oop.
This is great framing. Good look on those first two eggs there. I don't know if...
Hot.
He's either put them in for not enough time or too long. Is there too long? Aren't you supposed to be putting these in cold water too, by the way, to make them, like, cook? To, like, become hard-boiled eggs? Isn't there, like, an element of cold water here that we need to dunk them into? You just boiled up some eggs. Ooh, he's just hard-boiling these eggs, huh? Just a guy out here hard-boiling his eggs. The cracked egg, though, I'm curious to see how that turned out, because those never look good.
All right.
I mean, at some point, I guess it doesn't matter how long you've put them in for. It's not like anything bad is going to happen.
There you have it,
They're
ladies
just gonna
and
boil.
gentlemen of
They might explode.
a YouTube society. Look at this. 12 hard-boiled eggs.
Now
ready
eat 'em.
for consumption.
Eat them all right now.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, God. Right next to the Ouija board, huh?
But right now...
All right. All right. I don't want to be the guy who does this. But, guys, look at that chess set. Do you think... And I feel pretty rude about this, but do you think that chess set gets used? Do you think that chess set sits there and then when he has people over, they're like, wow, Cobra plays chess. Wow. Wow, right next to the Ouija board. Is he playing chess with a ghost? I don't know, just look how dusty it is all. It's a very dusty chess set. Next to the playing cards and the Ouija board.
You can see that they're done.
I can't see what you're
nice
doing.
And solid.
They're eggs. They're solid to begin with.
Now I'm gonna let these bastards cool off.
Why are they bastards? Come on, that's rude. Turn the light off.
And then once
of
these
course.
eggs cool off, then we'll have ourselves something to eat. But I don't want to sit here and keep you waiting for these eggs to cool off.
Because I would hate
I just
to
wanted
see
to show you how to make hard-boiled eggs.
I would hate for an edited
and
video.
that I did. As you can see.
Look at them. They're eggs.
When you drop it, you know it's hard-boiled when you can squeeze your egg.
And it doesn't explode.
And notice that it cracks, but none of the stuff comes out.
None of the stuff comes out.
See what I'm saying?
No, I don't
crack your
see
egg.
anything.
Just like that. And
Show
you
us!
notice that none of the stuff on the inside comes out. That's how you know it's a hard-boiled egg.
It could still be soft-boiled. It could still be soft-boiled. I'm throwing that out there.
It can cool off faster.
Yeah, oh, good.
We're going to pre-crack these shells here.
Oh, yeah, it's great. Yeah, that's good. I love it. It's so good to see this, for this to be on the internet. Just, yep, crush them up. Crush them up.
Alright.
Waiting for that rotten one to pop. Have a fetus in it or something. Half-dead bird trying to escape. Oh my god, look at the horn for putting alcohol in. The Viking flask. Look at that.
Go.
It's got a stand and everything.
Those are some hard-boiled eggs, alright.
Hell yeah, they are, buddy.
I got each one of those bastards cracked open.
Right next to the
Just
ashtray.
So it can cool off a little bit faster. But yeah, I'll eat some on camera here in a bit. But I thought I'd just show y'all how to make hard-boiled eggs.
You showed us more of how to wash dishes than anything. Seems
how, one, it's a tasty snack and a great source of protein. And two, with Easter coming up, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are going to be like, how do you do that? You know. But literally the easiest way to make eggs is to boil them. Literally the easiest way to do it.
Then why is this video 34 minutes long? It's longer than that, isn't it? Why is this video 30 minutes long?
I found a little bit of a cigarette in my tray here. Actually, you know what? I think I'll just take any cigarette butt that I have in my trays right now.
The circle of cigarettes.
Squeeze the tobacco.
While you take out tobacco. I don't know what he's saying. I'm just yelling about it. He's doing exactly what I said. Oh, good. Good coughing. Great. Cough over me. I don't care anymore. I don't give a shit.
Excuse me.
I don't give a nice.
Now, normally I don't cough when I smoke tobacco.
He wants you to know that because he's really cool. That's the only reason he mentioned that.
But whenever I get a mild cold of any kind going, you know, like I have right now. What I have right now is a very mild cold. And my sinuses are still a little bit stuffed up. I got lots of mucus in my system.
I've seen plenty of it out of your system too. So you got a good flow going. Jesus.
But other than that, YouTube, I feel perfectly fine.
Great. Good.
You know, other than my sinuses being stuffed up, having a small cough, and having my body filled up with mucus.
To the brim with mucus.
Other than that, you know, like I said, my body seems to be doing an awesome job of fighting that cold. Yeah. So there you go. Another cooking video.
Not
and
the
on my
best
next
one.
video, I'll show you how to eat a hard-boiled egg. And
can he do that? Is he allowed to show us how to eat a hard-boiled egg? I can't wait.
yeah.
Yeah. How much? Just 5 minutes of pipe smoking now? We did 20 minutes of dishwashing. 5 minutes of making eggs. Why not another 5 minutes of pipe smoking? Silent? That's only for you, man. I've never seen anybody do that and be like, holy shit,
Excuse me.
How did you do that? It's so cool. You look really cool the way you did
Other
that.
than the cough, the stuffy nose, the stuffy sinuses, and that's literally the only three things affecting me right now.
Snot loop coming in nicely, Tubes.
Other than those three things, I feel just fine.
So give him a job. The man's waiting for an interview. Give him a job.
I'm being kind of a hypocrite. The best way to avoid spreading the cold of any kind, you know, is learning to cough into your arm. A lot
Yeah? Is it?
of people, when they cough and they're out in public, they cough into their hand, and everything they touch after that is going to have the cold virus on it. So, you know, if you want...
How about everything to the right of you just naturally is going to have the cold virus on it because you open mouth cough and you cover up nothing. You know what? That's being very harsh. You half mouth coughed and you shot it out the side. How about that? I'll give you that.
You want to avoid spreading the cold to other people, pretty much cough into your arm, that sort of thing. Yeah. And let me tell you, I woke up this morning, I was having the most wonderful dream, YouTube. I had a dream that I met some cute raven-haired, pale-skinned beauty, and that me and her were dating, and then in the dream we were all in public together being cutesy and shit.
That's adorable. The man's got hopes.
And then I woke up and my nose was stuffed up, and I'm like, damn it was only a dream. It felt so realistic.
What does he... Wait. The dream felt realistic and his nose was stuffed up when he woke up. What does he think relationships are? Was he dreaming this lady just had her fingers up his nose? Like when you're like, oh man, I dreamed I ate the world's biggest marshmallow and when I woke up, my pillow had a bite out of it, you know? Oh man, I dreamt I was dating this goth chick, and when I woke up, there's just snot everywhere.
And I was enjoying the dream, and then I woke up, and when you wake up and realize that it was just a dream, that you're still single and no girl wants you. Well, I shouldn't say that. You know, there are some girls out there that probably fancy me, but they're just too nervous to talk to me. So I really can't honestly say that, you know.
Is this the beginning of the delusions? He's not... This is... Like, he's being very modest right now about this, which is very different, as you'll come to learn.
You know, when I say things like no girl wants me, I'm mostly saying that out of self-pity because I get rejected by the opposite sex all the goddamn time. But there are some girls out there that don't react negatively to my presence. And
Find
these
them.
girls are a lot easier to focus on than the ones that look at you like you're dog shit or whatever.
Why don't you
know?
find these girls you talk about?
Off
Find
topic,
them.
as usual.
No, it's not. In fact, it is so on topic because it's all he talks about. And it's all he talks about to the point where anything else is weirdly off topic. To the point where, like, I went to the store today. Well, that's weird. Where does this video end with a girl looking at you and being like, you smell good? Because that's usually how these stories end up. But no, this is completely, we're good. This is par for the course.
Let them delicious hard-boiled eggs cool off, and then I'll do a video on my computer just chilling, you know. But anyways, this here is King Cobra JFS with another video. And hopefully this mild sinus crap goes away soon. Anyways, thank you for watching. Catch you all later.
Oh my god, finally! Oh, that took forever! Anyway, go to darkroastcult.com, check out my website, join my Discord. All the links are in the description. I'll love you all. I'll see you soon.